Today's video is just going to be a walk around tutorial of a 2019 Forester Premier Edition. So this is as fully loaded in terms of safety equipment, bells and whistles, and styling options as one could possibly get. We'll turn around the car, or the camera to the car, and get a look at the front of it first. So this is a dark gray metallic paint job, and the car is rolling on 18-inch Premier styled wheels. So those are a 5-spoke design, quite a unique design, looks very high-tech. Coming back around to the front of the vehicle, we'll talk a bit about the engine, the all-wheel drive system that this vehicle is utilizing. So it is a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated, horizontally opposed boxer engine. So having a boxer engine in an SUV is a very nice pairing. It means that the engine sits nice and low in the engine bay. That is the bulk of the weight of this vehicle, so it is going to give it very good handling characteristics as its lower center of gravity is lower than your typical V configuration or inline engines. It is running Subaru's full-time all-wheel drive symmetrical system, so power to all 4 wheels at all times. The vehicle is purpose-built like that, so no matter which trim level you go with this Forester, they are all expected to behave and drive the same. The engine makes 182 horsepower at about 4,300 RPM. Foot-pounds of torque is going to be slightly below that, somewhere in the neighborhood of 150 or 160 or maybe even 175 foot-pounds of torque. Style-wise, it's a Premier trim level, so it does have touches of chrome throughout. You'll see the front grille is a shiny chrome. The lower portions are a satin chrome on all 4 corners there, and the door mirrors are a satin chrome as well. Door handles are also chrome. Going around to the back, you're going to see that the bumper step pad is included on this model here. So this Forester does come with a smart key, so one does not need to unlock the car. As long as the key is on, you can simply walk up to the car and put your hand on the door handle and it will open. So you can play with the tailgate button on the inside. You would also have a button at the rear, as well as a button on the key fob to open up the tailgate. We're going to go around to that. So, in the storage area in the back here, there is a tonneau cover installed as well as a protective mat. And the seats do fold down in a 60-40 split orientation to lie well flat and effectively double your storage area and capacity. There are 2 handy handles here, so you don't have to reach in too far to fold down the seats and break your back. There is a Premier Harman Kardon sound system, so there's a shot of the subwoofer that is tied in with that system. Down below this area you have your storage compartments, and as well as a spare tire 1 layer deep. Close the hatch up and we'll go on to the inside of the car. Okay, the interior of the car is wrapped in a really nice, rich, supple, dark brown leather. That is a Premier exclusive feature there. So there's another shot of the Premier sound system. 8 speakers on the door cards and tweeters inside as well. Brown leather is extended to the door cards as well. There's a shot of the power seat for the driver. So the driver gets a 10-way positionable power seat with lumbar support, so there is an airbag in the lower portion of the seat that will puff up for your lower back on longer drives. The passenger gets a power seat as well. I should note that the passenger driver side seats are both heated, as well as the rear seats too. We'll step into the vehicle, close it up, and give you a quick wrap around what's going on in here. So on the door there is also the feature of driver position memory, or driver seat memory. So 2 or more people could in theory drive the car together and all have their own seats and mirrors dialed in how they like them. So we'll focus on the driving, the steering wheel here for a second, and the infotainment stuff. So this is a really nice leather wrapped wheel. Has functions for infotainment, hands-free Bluetooth voice call options here. On the right side, this side is delegated to using, what does it have here? So we have our sport mode for enhanced driving characteristics, better throttle response, and an intelligent mode for gas-saving economy features there. So that would be best used around the city, and that's when you want to have a little bit of fun with the vehicle. There is a heated steering wheel down below, and that will heat up very, very nice and quickly. I should also mention, it is a minus 15 degree weather out today. It is very, very ugly, and this car only took maybe 5 minutes to get to full temperature, so I'm very, very comfortable right now, even though it is very hostile outside. We'll move on to the safety features first here. This vehicle does utilize Subaru's eyesight system, so these two bulges on each side of the camera, or the rear view mirror, are frontward facing cameras, and in the industry we call this autonomous braking. Subaru brands it as Subaru Eyesight. Like the name implies, it's like having a second set of eyes on the road for you at all times. The vehicle can brake itself if indeed a crash or an accident is about to happen. Because those eyesight cameras are there, your cruise control is now a smart cruise control that can adapt. So they actually call it adaptive cruise control, and it can change to, what it will do is it will track a lead vehicle out in front of you. It will target that vehicle and adapt to their speed and slow down to their speed as necessary. Putting the car in reverse will show you more of the eyesight safety features. So there is a crystal clear 8-inch backup camera that runs when the vehicle's in reverse. Has reverse automatic braking, that's RAB there, and parking sensors in the rear. So the vehicle can brake itself if an item, object, person, car, a wall, a post, whatever is in your direction of travel behind you. The vehicle can brake itself, as well as alert you when you're backing out of, say, a mall parking lot. The vehicle will let you know that someone is going to be passing your travel or your path of travel, and this is going to allow you to have a little bit of extra security when backing up out of a spot. So it is a very, very nice screen that the system is running on. Taking it out of reverse will reveal the infotainment side of things. So you have the option for Sirius XM radio, Bluetooth hands-free stuff. So if you want to hook up your phone through Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, that's all able to be done there. There is a dedicated map button for navigation. So it is a good navigation system that runs on TomTom and is pretty well able to get you to any destination that you're looking to get in any way possible, by the quickest time, the shortest route, the least busiest route to take. It can pretty well calibrate or figure out any one of those options for you. The vehicle does have a second infotainment screen, and then a third screen that will display speedometer and a number of other features there. Moving towards the bottom center area, we have our gear selector, dual climate control zones, place to put your phone, plug in your USB, anything you need to charge can be done there. Below that, we have our heated seat controls, as well as Subaru's X mode. So this is an all-wheel drive enhancement mode. It is 2 stages. The left stage is intended for mud, dirt, or snow, and the right side is intended for really deep mud and or snow as well. Pushing it returns the vehicle back to normal. I'll turn it on again so you can see that the X mode is now engaged. And when X mode is on, there will be a little green icon here, the one just above my finger. That's called Hill Descent Control Mode. It's going to allow you to safely descend hills, and allowing some of the vehicle to do the braking for you through its transmission rather than your brake pedal. So what that does is frees up your brake pedal and allows you to steer or maneuver the vehicle a little bit better without fear of locking up your brakes. When X mode is engaged, a couple other things come up on this screen, allowing you to see which mode you're on, and the incline or decline, the angle of the vehicle as it's going up or down, or on an uneven slope left to right. Very large moonroof up front, lots of headspace in this vehicle, and excellent visibility. You'll notice that the mirrors on the inside have a little glossy spot. If you can just make that out there, that is your blind spot detection system. So if someone's in your blind spot, that will alert you before your shoulder check, that is. Your mirrors are mounted on the doors rather than this area, frees up more spot for visibility. and 360 degrees. This is a very, very easy vehicle to see around. What else do we have here? I think that pretty well wraps it up for a video tutorial on the Subaru Premier Forester. It was the mid-size SUV of the year, and is sure to excite anyone who wants to drive it. Okay, that wraps it up for today. We'll end it there, and hopefully this is a good little video walk around for what I know to be a very quality car. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.